Welcome to Dopeless. Jason, hetero life mate Jeremy, best friend Ronnie. This is Kelly. That's Ben and Sydney in the background. We're gonna draw sticks again. You know, we had such a fun time with it last week. Yeah.
So once again, for last week, if you didn't tune in with us, these are God sticks. Pretty much, who's watching it? Turn that down, please. If you, whatever stick you pick, that's what God puts on your heart to speak on. So, and you can't stop shit.
What'd you
Stick
get?
shop. Oh, dang it.
That's weird, huh? That's so weird. It's so weird.
It is weird, man.
That is really weird.
No.
Hetero life mate.
Should we put him back in and draw different ones?
Absolutely not.
He got the same topic I got last
That's
week.
fine.
I got the same topic.
What did I say last week? That should have been mine.
Huh?
That should have been mine.
Do what? Come on. You need to get up here since you're not babysitting.
Where is she?
She's right there. Oh.
Come on. Come on, firecracker.
Waiting on you, girl. Come
Good
on.
afternoon, y'all. I love the name so much. Yes.
Who is that?
Jennifer Potter.
Hi, Jennifer.
Yeah, give us some hearts. Smash that heart button, like, cares, all that.
There's Kai's daddy. What's up, Kai? Hi, Bubba.
All right, I'll go first, man. I got hope.
I got spiritual awakening.
I got honesty.
Patience.
Joy.
I got family.
Delicious.
Oh, okay. How we going? Oh.
You go first.
Oh, you go first. You lost. Hey, round robin rules.
So I got spiritual awakening. And Jeremy, I'm a recovering junkie and drunk. I haven't had a connection with a higher power or a God or whatever you choose to call it for a long time. But as of the last year or so, that's changed. I talked, last week I went to go do some service work, and on the way there I was praying, just talking to God while I was driving down the road. And I'm not the type of person that typically asks for signs, but for some reason something possessed me to ask for a sign that I was on the right track. And because I'd done some step work from the organization that we're involved with, and I didn't feel like I got as much out of it as I thought I was going to. I expected this burning bush. I expected like the heavens to open up and God to speak to me and all these different things, and that didn't happen. In fact, I started obsessing about the things that I had told someone in my fifth step, and it kind of made it worse for a couple of days. And I'm driving down the road and I'm praying, asking God for a sign to just show me that I'm on the right track in life. And I come around this corner and there's 3 bald eagles in the road, and as I pass them, they take up into the air, circle my truck, and as I'm going by, they drop back down and land on the road again. And I've never seen more than one at a time. Usually you only see them in pairs at most. And it happened literally 10 seconds after I asked for that sign, so I took that as that was a sign that I'm on the right track. I realize now, and for the longest time, it was all about what I wanted and what I wanted to do. And today I try to, and I try. It's not always. I get in my own self-will a lot of times. But now I try to do what I think God would want me to do rather than what I want to do, because what I want to do ends up with me drunk or a needle in my arm, and I don't like living that way anymore. So I've been, I don't know, I had a lot more peace lately, and I have my moments where I take it back, but it's beginning to be more and more moments where I'm not so obsessed with what's going on or worrying about next week or next month, because I have this bad habit of future tripping and worrying about next month, next year, you know, playing out situations in my head and putting myself through situations that usually never happen. And that's gotten better. I still stress out about things, but it's not the same way. I get anxious, but it's not the same way. And I'm just grateful for that. And that's all I got.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Lovely Indian. Am I going there? Jason, I'm a very grateful drug addict. I got hope.
It's weird that we got the same ones opposite.
Yeah, I know. It's supposed to be then. A couple weeks ago, it might have even been a month ago, I had spoke on in a meeting that we went to that I'm finally getting a taste of that serenity and that peace, and that somebody finally paid the light bill at the end of the tunnel, you know, and I can I can see a flicker of it, you know. It was small, but there's some there was some things that had happened the last couple of weeks, and it was stuff that I had pushed aside early on in my recovery, and I'd stuck, you know, my recovery on top of it, and our channel and everything on top of it, and just kind of kept pushing on and never dealt with it. And it kind of goes both ways. So whenever it came back around, and I'm dealing with it here lately, I'm dealing with it a lot more in a healthy manner. And I think that if I would have, the way I would have went about it, you know, 10 months or so ago, it would have been bad. And just that in itself gives me hope that the process is working, because I'm trusting in it. You know, it. Ronnie just got a notification that says how to grow spiritually.
Says what?
How to grow spiritually. And no, I don't. You know, I don't freak out about things. But my freaking out is I shut down. I get quiet. I get angry. I go rob somebody, because that's what I've done for so many years.
Criminal.
Yeah, criminal. And but me not acting on my impulses anymore for the most part. I still have problems with it. I'm still sick, man. And I'm still working on it. I'm still getting better. But the principles that I try to practice, you know, the traditions that I follow, the steps that I work, the literature that I read, you know, that all that it's worked for a lot of years for a lot of good people, and you know, some people that have had a lot of problems. So that gives me hope, man. I have a lot of hope today. I look forward to the future, you know, but I don't freak out about it. I can't tell you that I'm not gonna get high, you know, in a year from now. I can't tell you that, man, because I just don't know, because I know my track record for the last 14 or 15 years of heavy drug use. But the way that I'm doing now, and the trust that I have from my friends and some of my family, it gives me hope that it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. You know, the sky's the limit. Hope. I have a lot of hope today. Before it was none at all. That's why we're not hopeless dope fiends anymore. So you take the less out of it, and that gives us hope. That's about all I got. I don't know, I'm rambling now, but yeah, hope. I have a lot of it now. To Kelly. Yeah.
Jason.
Yeah, here we go.
I'm Kelly. I'm an addict. Mine is patience. I think where I'm at with patience right now in my recovery has to do a lot with worry, and worrying about things that are out of my control, things that keep me up at night, that I've got to learn to just sit back and know that everything in my future is God's will for my life, and that I just have to take it day by day and everything, and not just in my recovery. That's all I have. Thanks, Kelly.
I have honesty.
Oh shit. Sorry, go ahead.
Honesty. Listen. My name is Ron, I'm a grateful drug addict. In my addiction, you know, I never lied. You know, I always
That's
told
a lie.
I always told the truth, you know. so much to where my family didn't believe anything I said. My actions were crap, and everything I did was just not worthy enough of anything. To this day, my 14-year-old can say, "Hey, Mom, will you hold this money for me?" And she knows for a fact that I'm not going to spend it. You know what I mean? Because I'm honest. You know.
What happened was.
Now this stick is tricky because there's a difference between honesty and brutal honesty.
You stealing my shit?
There's just some things that my family doesn't need to know that I've done. I mean, they know that I've done drugs, but how I did it, or where I've done it, or what I've done for it, you know. Honestly. I don't know. That's all I got, really.
Thanks, Ronnie.
Thank you, Ronnie.
What?
Benjamin.
We just short
Ben, I'm
Williams
an addict.
today.
You
I
know
got
what?
joy. Today I still kind of struggle with joy, but I'm slowly coming to understand by watching people around me and learning what makes me happy is sober-minded people just like me striving for the same thing. My family coming back into my life slowly. And I don't mean just immediate family. I mean family as in ones that I'm meeting out here that are taking me open-armed and loving me. That's joy, you know. That's joy. It's what makes me happy is to know that I got family, regardless if it's bloodline or not, and just doing the next right thing with you. That's all I got.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Benjamin.
Benji.
I'm Sydney. I'm an addict.
Sydney.
Sydney.
I got family.
What you do, family?
I guess in our addiction, we lose sight of what family really is. You know, we think our dope friends are our family. We forget about what's important, like our children. And slowly, as we get better, we start realizing, hey, we were stupid. That's what family is. Being able to do that right there. And then also coming into recovery and meeting all y'all.
Oh, yeah.
And knowing that there's actually people out there that care. Because in your addiction, what you think is your family, they really don't care. They just care about how you're going to get them the next sack or how they're going to get what they want out of you. And being here and coming into recovery, people don't want anything from you. They want to see you happy. They want to see you thrive. And that's really all I got. Thank y'all.
Thanks, Sydney.
Thank you, Sydney.
I
Tanya.
am Tanya, and I am addicted. I have fellowship. I'm sitting here thinking, God, it's so beautiful out here. It's a beautiful day. Thank God. I was thinking about how all the years that I felt so alone in such a big world, and traveled so many places, and found that everywhere I went, there I was. And I took the I and I made it a we, and that was a very, very difficult process for me. To know that I am not alone anymore, one, and two, to allow myself to be a part of. I would not be here, without a doubt, if it wasn't for the fellowship of, if it wasn't for the fellowship. I've met some great people in my addiction. I've met some, I don't know, I'm grateful that I am not alone anymore, and that I don't have to do this alone. That's all I have.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Tanya.
Tanya. That it? You wrapping up? Kurt, you got anything to add on it? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. All the support and all the support.
Thank y'all.
I need all I can get with these bazooms. You know what I mean? No, thank you guys. We got hats. We still got hats.
Hats.
Yeah, we still have hats.
We still have hats. We have shirts coming. If somebody has ordered a shirt and you haven't gotten it yet, I'm sorry, it's coming. It's been kind of a crazy few weeks. Shoni, you want to say hi? Hi. Okay. Until next time.
Palabra.
Palabra.
Palabra.